So you may be in a situation where you actually have to go outside and you're wondering, oh shoot, how do I virus-proof my house? Well, in this video today, I'll give you the exact tips I recommend as a doctor to make your house virus-proof so you can protect yourself and your loved ones from COVID-19. Let's go ahead and begin. So you may be one of those thousands of people that are currently stuck quarantined, but you may have to go out for some reason, whether it's going to the pharmacy, going to the grocery store, or going to run an important errand. And you may be wondering, oh shoot, I need to make sure I don't bring this virus to my home. Well, here's what you need to do. First recommendation is to have a game plan. Designate one person as the go-to person. This is the person who's going to run all of your errands that you need to, whether it's going to the grocery store, going to the pharmacy, going to get an important errand, maybe getting Fido some food. I don't know, maybe you have a dog and that dog needs food. I don't know, but they're running some sort of important errand. It's important for you to have only one designated person to do that, because the less people that leave the house, the less chances you have of having that virus attaching to them and bringing the virus to you or to your loved ones. If you just have one committed person, that will lessen the risk for everybody. Also, it's important to have a disinfectant area. I actually recommend having a place in your house that is designated as where you bring the stuff that's coming from the outside. Whether it's a small little table in the garage, maybe it's part of the kitchen, maybe it's a laundry room, but you physically designate this place as this is the place we're going to bring everything into the house, and this is also going to be the place where we do our disinfectant as well. Some people may use their garage and have a table that's there. Some people may use their laundry room or the bathroom. It doesn't matter. Just make sure it is one designated place that everyone knows this is where everything is going to be. So you may be that lucky one that has to run all the errands for everybody. Well, here's what you need to do. So keep in mind, if you go outside, the current recommendation is to wear a mask. If you have a surgical mask, that's great. Or if you have a homemade cloth mask, that is fine as well. But wearing a mask and or wearing gloves does not negate the need for you to be socially distant. Stay 6 feet away from everyone that's around you. If you're going to Costco, stay 6 feet away from that person. If you're going to CVS, stay 6 feet away from the next person. It doesn't matter what you're doing, make sure you stay 6 feet away. The virus cannot come to you if you are too far apart from the person who may have that virus. The virus is a respiratory virus, so it's spread through coughing, sneezing, achoo, or maybe even talking to somebody. But if you maintain that 6 feet distance, you are protecting yourself from getting that virus. Also, when you're going about, wipe the handles of those carts. Now, a lot of other places are doing this for you, but I would recommend that you watch them do it, make sure they do it correctly, or you bring your own wipes, or do what I do, which is use your sleeve gloves and use that to wipe yourself. Like, just wipe those gloves or wipe those handles. Yep, that's what I do. Find a way to make sure that that handle is wiped down and clean to protect yourself. And number 3, the obvious thing, wash those hands. Get that soap and water and wash it. Do it for 20 seconds. I know it's tedious. I know it's boring. I know it's not sexy and fun, but it is important, and this is probably the most important thing that you can do to prevent the spread of the virus. All right, you got back home and now you're safe. What do you do next? Well, remember that disinfectant area, the little area of your house in which you brought everything in? Use that area. Bring your groceries to that disinfectant area. And when you're there, disinfect the boxes, disinfect the cans, use some Clorox, use some spray, find some way to disinfect those cans and put them in a separate area, maybe next to that table that you designate as the clean part of the area. If you have produce like strawberries, fruits, vegetables, apples, I don't know, all sorts of produce, wash them thoroughly. There is some evidence that the virus can be on surfaces for hours up to days. It's hard to know exactly how long that virus may be there, but you don't want to take any chances. Wash that produce, disinfect the boxes, disinfect the cans, disinfect everything, and make sure you wash that produce and put all that clean items on a separate part of the table that is designated as the clean part of the table. And then lastly, don't think I didn't forget this, wash your hands after you're done. So what do we do about disinfectants? Well, guess what, guys? Disinfect everything that you can. Doorknobs, door handles, your iPhone, pots and pans, anything that you come in contact with, especially if you come in contact with it outside the house, disinfect it as much as you can. The best disinfectants you can use are the EPA, the Environmental Protective Agency approved disinfectants, including things like Clorox or Lysol. These tend to be the ones that do the best. Keep in mind, this virus is not a very sturdy virus. It's kind of a wussy virus, to be honest with you. And the minute it gets out of its environment or gets out of the mucous membranes and it stays on the surface for any particular item, it doesn't want to stay in there for a long time. In fact, it is such a wimp, the little spray of Clorox will shrivel it all up and make it go away. But let's say you're one of the thousands of people, just like me, who went to Costco and could not find any Clorox wipes or Lysol bleaches. Well, there are some things you can do at home. You can mix 4 teaspoons of bleach per quart of water or use 70% alcohol. This may be a secondary option if you do not have the EPA produced disinfectants. Sometimes we have to get food, and it sucks to cook every day. Trust me, I know, because I'm doing it. It is a pain in the bottom. So we get food delivered to us all the time. Not a big deal. But there are a couple rules that I recommend for this. Number 1, ask the people who are dropping off the food to literally drop it off. Yes, get the food, put it in your doorway, and then back on out and get out of there. I even do this with my family as well. We actually did this over the weekend. We actually made food for our in-laws. We drove up to my in-laws' place, rang the doorbell, dropped out the food, and jumped back in the car. My kids thought this was hilarious. They laughed at me. I don't care, because we are trying to protect everyone that we can. If for some reason a delivery person needs to come to your door, have them back off at least 6 feet so you can maintain that 6 feet distance. That will protect you from them, protect them from you. Try and do everything you can online, which is pay and tip online. A lot of people are doing this. A lot of people are making accommodations for this. This is going to be a way for you to maintain that social distancing. And then lastly, after you pick up that food, pick up that box, or pick up that mail, what do you think you should do next? Come on, guys. What do you think? Ding, 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 ding! Yes! Wash those hands. Get those hands out, use some soap, and wash, wash, wash for 20 seconds. Yes, that is my jingle for washing hands. It's pathetic, but at least you might remember what to do next. Then lastly, let's talk about laundry. Listen, I am floored and utterly amazed by how much laundry our family does. I did not realize that we did this much laundry until we've all been quarantined at home. It sucks. It's like we're doing laundry every single day. It's mountains of laundry, and we're doing it every single day. But guess what? Laundry and washing things will actually protect you from that virus. Even if you're wearing cloth masks, this is the best way to keep your cloth mask clean. Wash towels, clothes, and linens regularly in warm water. This will get rid of the virus from being attached on your clothes. And same thing with face masks, especially homemade cloth masks. Wash those every single time you go out. You need to assume that every person you come in contact with, or every time you go out, there's infections and viruses everywhere, and they're clinging to your clothes, clinging to your mask, and so wash them on a daily basis. You may want to consider disinfecting your laundry hamper as well. There could be virus or other particles in that hamper, so consider using that disinfectant, just like the one you just learned how to make in this video, and keep that hamper clean. And then lastly, you may want to consider not shaking your dirty laundry, because there is some evidence that the virus can be up in the air and be there for a number of hours. These are my tips to keep the virus away from your home. So my question of the day, what recommendations do you guys have to keep the virus away from your home? Comment down below, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But I thank you for watching this video. If you like videos just like these, don't forget to subscribe to my weekly newsletter. And if you want more tips on what you can do to help out with your gut health, click over here. If you want to hear the most common myths and me debunking them on COVID-19, click here. Or if you want to see my reaction to some funny tweets I read online, click over here. But guys, stay happy and stay healthy. But a lot of people are worried about what's going on with COVID-19 and the effect of that virus, and whether you may be at risk for bringing, maybe getting Fido with some dog. I don't know if you have a dog. Oh, wait. Wash that produce, disinfect the gloves, disinfect the boxes, disinfect the gloves. So no. Or pick up a box, or pick up the mail. What do you think? Wash it. Wait, wash towels, clones. But these are my tips to keep your virus home. So my question of the day for you, what